Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I made a video, and now that I am a YouTube partner, I feel like I should make some videos. So this is the first one I'm going to try to make. People have been interested in seeing Kaspersky 2011. So I will be testing Kaspersky 2011 Internet Security for you tonight. I have a lot of nasty malware links, and we're going to see how it does against these links I've collected. So, the installer package is 106 megabytes. Compared to some internet security suites, it's not so much, and compared to others, it's a lot. But it installs fairly quickly from my test run. And it does not need a restart. I gave this a test run and found out that it is a fairly powerful suite. It's very similar to the 2010 version. But I'd say it's easier to use. The interface is a little cleaner. And it has some new features. It uses some cloud technology for certain things, which I like. I believe cloud has a place in some parts of security suites, but I don't think the entire security suite should rely on cloud. And even though I do not have a time limit anymore, I don't think you need to see the entire install, especially on a virtual machine, which is going to take longer. So I'm just going to pause the video until we finish the install process. Alright, we're at the Kaspersky install wizard, the setup wizard, and I'm not going to change the installation settings. I just wanted to install the whole thing. Agree. Kaspersky Security Network, that's fine. And now it's going to install the suite, and, well, the internet security. And when it's done, we're going to check out to see what kind of resources it uses. Because in the past, a lot of people have been complaining about how Kaspersky seems to suck up all the resources and then their computer runs really, really slowly. And I have not had that problem, but my computer tends to be able to handle just about anything. So I'm hoping that this will seem fairly light. And even on the virtual machine, I don't really want to see much of an impact from this suite. Alright, we're getting close. And it is starting up. And it takes a little while to load for the first time. That's one thing I noticed when I installed it. So just give it a second here, and it'll pop right up. There we go. So we're going to activate a trial license. And yep, we get an OK here. And we have trial for one computer, 30 days remaining. The one thing that annoys me a little bit about this program is that it bugs you a heck of a lot about just having a trial. And it doesn't make you feel good about just trying it out. It makes you feel like you really should buy it. And it makes you feel like it's not protecting you the same as it would with the commercial license, but it really is the same. So here's just a few features that it shows. The Safe Surf, which is it helps you surf the web with confidence. They'll let you know if a site is trustworthy or not. Safe Run is a sandbox, which is a really nice feature. I probably won't be using that as much tonight because it just makes Kaspersky too powerful, and then you might never see anything get through. And then parental control, which I don't care about. Never been an interesting component to a security suite for me. Alright. So, this is a really nice, clean interface. I think it's well designed, and the graphics are really nice. Let's see, we have AVP and the other AVP here. One just dropped. So that's 22 megs of RAM. Okay, that's not too bad for an entire suite. And I don't see anything else sitting around here. When we update it, the one thing I notice is that Kaspersky doesn't seem to update automatically before it lets you go around and mess with your computer. Although its behavioral protection and its heuristics and everything make it very powerful. I was throwing some stuff at it beforehand, before it had updated, and it really blocked quite nicely. It was very strong at detecting things, and although I didn't try it too much, it definitely picked up a lot of stuff and was very successful at preventing them. Alright, let's take a look at some settings while we're waiting around here. Let's look through the menus. You have files protection and data protection, which is the file antivirus, the application control, and the proactive defense. You can disable it, or you can have the settings. Let's take a look. I've found in the past, if you take Kaspersky Antivirus or Internet Security and you up the levels all the way, it becomes too strong, if there is such a thing, and computers tend to slow down, and the added protection from moving everything up is minimal, because even on base settings, Kaspersky tends to block a lot of things just fine. The application control is interesting. This is something that does not rely on signatures. Oops. I did not mean to disable that. Settings. Let's see. This is, it classifies all applications and restricts behavior based on their security status. So, with this enabled, it'll take a look at what files are being run, and it'll evaluate whether the files are trustworthy, and will restrict them depending on their trust, which is a really cool feature. And proactive defense is also a really cool feature. It's another, works with the application control, and it will let you know, at least, if an application does not have a digital signature, and if it does, most legitimate programs do, and most illegitimate programs don't, then it'll modify its response based on the digital signature. And I believe there's probably more to that than just the digital signature. It's also looking at, these are the kind of objects it's looking at. And you can also change the event. I'm gonna check this off, because that's a good thing to have Kaspersky watch. And that's pretty good. It really doesn't need much modification, though, to make this suite work really well. It has system and application protection, which is just a lot of different stuff to look over. It's basically 8 different modules looking at different parts of the computer and different antiviruses. And you have the application control part of this too. And System Watcher, I think, may be new for this suite. It watches for dangerous activity, which is not a signature-based program too. I don't care for signature-based as a base part of any internet security because it just leaves a lot of weak points. And the online security, this is all preventative stuff for before anything gets on your computer in the firewall and all of these different antiviruses, which I'm not going to bother configuring either because if I change levels on anything, it kind of slows down and it doesn't need it anymore. An anti-banner is nice because it's like an ad block. So I might turn that on in some cases if you don't want to see ads. Safe Run is nice. You can clear the Safe Run once you've run something in Safe Run. If you have an application like Internet Explorer, you can just right-click on it and run in Safe Run. Anything that comes through that is safe to mess with your system because it won't actually be messing with your system. They also have virtual keylogger keyboard to prevent keyloggers because you're just clicking the buttons if you want to put in something like a password that you don't want a keylogger to get. Scan. I probably won't be really going over scans much. Updates. It's telling me the update is obsolete. This first update is always going to take a long time with just about any software. So that's what I'm waiting for. Parental control. Again, I don't really care about that. And it looks like it'll tell you if any unwanted behavior is detected. It looks like I haven't done anything unwanted yet, so I'm fine with that. And tools, you can build a rescue disk, which is a really useful tool. If you ever find that your computer can't boot, you build this rescue disk and you boot to the rescue disk, and it has a scanner on the rescue disk, a Kaspersky scanner, and it'll scan your computer without anything running while you're booted from the disk, and it can help you clean up your computer that way. Privacy Cleaner will remove, I suspect, stuff like cookies, internet traces. Vulnerability will tell me that I am not updated, or it will tell me that other applications I have are not updated. If I run that, it's going to show me I have many, many vulnerabilities. And it'll list them down here, and it'll tell you solutions. But I don't want to see how many vulnerabilities I have because I've never updated this machine. System Restore. Let me just see. I guess this will just look at the system. It's probably... I don't know if it actually uses Windows System Restore or whether it's a Kaspersky version, which might be like a Returnl product or something like that. I'd have to play with that some more. And then browser configuration. I'm suspecting that this will help make your browser more secure. Yep. And it'll analyze your web browser settings from a security point of view, and then it'll help you adjust your security for your browser for better safety. And all of this is going to be in the settings menu. And this is just absolutely massive in terms of settings. You can spend the whole day trying to configure this the way you want it. But I'm not going to bother. And I'm just going to say that we are going to go ahead and throw some links at it now because it says the update is 100%, which is a good thing. And I just got to wait for that to finish. Alright. It is completed and we are up to date. So I'm going to open Internet Explorer here. And I'm going to get my malware up. I've got a lot of links, as you can see. I'm just going to go to Google here. And, oops. Just because the MSN page is annoying. Alright. So, I could also be running running Internet Explorer and Kaspersky Safe Run, but I'm not going to bother because that's something I'll just try later, maybe. But I think Kaspersky is strong enough without that. Okay. It's telling me that I might not want to do that. And we'll just take a look at what they've got here. See if we have to neutralize anything. And it's just telling me where it is and what it is. I could click on this and it would, I guess, show me a description if there was one. But this is a heuristically detected piece of malware. So I'm going to quarantine it. And I think we'll see that exclamation mark go away. It says it's necessary to reboot the computer. I'll be right back. I'm just going to let it reboot because I want to let it do whatever it wants. Okay, we're booting back up here. Let's just see how quickly Kaspersky loads. I'm guessing it's going to give me that little screen again telling me that I should be buying the license. My virtual hard disk is really working here. Kaspersky's trying to load, and it's not giving the computer an easy time of it. It seems like it's a little bit hefty on the virtual machine here. There we go. Alright. I'm going to say we're good, and I'm going to open up Internet Explorer here. I'm going to say do not show this window again. All right. And all right. So, let's keep going here with the malware links. This one's loading. We'll run this one. And let's see. I've got a problem. Well, that's swell. Let me just see if there's anything listed here about what has gone on. Detected threats. It doesn't show any, but that's funny. It's not showing me any. I guess that's fine. Maybe a little bug, but it definitely has detected some. Alright, that was an obvious detection. If we view a detailed report, it'll show me all about it. It'll tell me where it was. Alright. Oops. And here we go. It's giving me that little warning. It's telling me it's necessary to reboot, which bothers me because I don't understand why it can't just block it. And then you're good. It tells you to reboot after all of these. And I find that a little annoying. I like that download streaming media player, please. Download streaming player media, please. That's even worse. Ugh. Alright, well, it looks like that one's not going to give me any results. Having problems with my keyboard. Here we go. Alright. I'm assuming that Kaspersky has it on hold, though, so, even if it says it needs a reboot, it's not going to do anything. Am I sure I want the add the this information to the registry? I don't know, maybe. So that program did not have a problem adding its information to the registry. And I don't know if it does anything or not. Oh, right. That one is a clear block. So far, I'm not sure. One I could say got through, but I don't know if it's a legitimate malware or if it actually even does anything other than modify the registry. But Kaspersky did not let me know about it. I'm assuming Kaspersky definitely blocked that one because it's saying it can't find it anymore. I'm hoping we see some of the behavioral stuff too. Let's see what they got here. I want to quarantine that. That's detected TDS rootkit. All right. It's fine by me. It says it's removing stuff. Blocks that one. Blocks that one too. Deleted the TDSS. Doesn't like that one. It says contains a dangerous URL. Blocks that one too. Let's see about a different type of file, a .com file. Doesn't like that one either. Alright. Let's see if this has anything. This is supposed to be a exploit. Okay, apparently that one is not liked either. Okay, not liking that one either, is it? Yep, it's definitely blocking that. All right. So that was semi-uneventful. I have a little problem with the way they block files. It's necessary to reboot the computer. That's fine. I can reboot the computer. But what I don't understand, and they say protected by Kaspersky Lab up in the corner. What I don't understand is why they can't just block what they notice is a problem. I find that I've used a lot of suites before, and they can just get rid of what's there and block what's there and put it on hold so it can't do anything before it even gets in. But I don't understand why Kaspersky needs you to reboot, because I feel like it should be blocking stuff before it gets seeded into the system. And once something gets seeded into the system, I feel like that's too late for an antivirus to be detecting it. But Kaspersky is pretty powerful at removing things, so I'm going to suspect that there's nothing on here. Let's see. I don't feel like I see anything, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up. It loaded more quickly that time. And let's take a look. We're going to take a scan. We're going to take some settings on the scan. Cancel. Actually, yeah. And then I'm going to, let's see, file antivirus. I'm just going to take it up. And that should help with the scanning. Just turn it up for the scan. And I'm going to run a full scan, and we're going to see if it comes up with anything that it may have missed. Alright, so I'm going to pause this video, and we're going to see what this scan looks like at the end. Alright, this is almost done, everybody. I like how it tells you how much time it's expecting to take. so you have some idea of whether you can wait for it to finish or not. The other cool thing is that if you just have an individual object you want to scan, I could just pick it up and drag it over here and drop it on that graphic there, and it would scan the individual object. Ultimately, I think right-clicking and scanning is maybe a more efficient way to do something like that, but may not be true for some people. But let's see. Ultimately, I don't think this is going to pick anything up, and I'm going to guess that if I look at the task manager, I still won't see anything that bothers me. It definitely uses a lot more memory while scanning, and a lot of CPU. 99 CPU would not technically happen on a real machine, but on a virtual machine, it is very feasible. Alright, so it looks like Kaspersky has left the computer clean by Kaspersky's standards, and by my standards, because I have not noticed anything in particularly wrong. But I do want to try something. So I am going to take my malware links, and I'm just going to go over here and pause the protection. Probably turn it back on. I'll pause. Alright. Yeah, I agree. That's fine. And I'm just going to download some files here to the desktop. And I just want to run them inside of the sandbox, just to see what happens. Geez, it's not working anymore? Or is Kaspersky still, Alright. Save. Close. Alright, there's another one. We'll save that. Let's see. I'm just going to pick some at random here. Oops. All right. And this last one, that should be enough for now. And let's just see if I can safe run that. I don't need the protection on, but I just want to run it in safe run. Alright, it's encountered a problem. I think that one encountered a problem previously. It's access denied. Access denied too. Let me try running it again. Here, this one. Alright, so now it's going to pick up all of those. I don't understand why it needs a special disinfection procedure, because it's simply deleting the file. I think Kaspersky's making some things more complicated than they really are. Now it's messing everything up. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so first it goes about that, and then it goes about rebooting my machine, and then it tells me that I need to do a post-infection system restore. Alright. Stop. Yes. And let me just see what this does. And it just tells me some stuff. I was a little annoying for just deleting a file that hadn't even run. I'm going to see what happens if I try to download and run CCleaner inside of the sandbox, just out of curiosity. Because that's a... oops. Because CCleaner is a pretty standard, well-known file, and I'd be surprised if it blocked CCleaner from installing or downloading. So we'll download this. Alright. Oops. I meant to save that, not download it. Okay. Here we go. We'll save that to the desktop. Alright. And let's safe run that. Alright. So as we can see, CCleaner is running in the safe run. So if we open up this Kaspersky, and if we take a look at the shared folder, it's telling me that there is nothing running in safe run. Alright. So now it clears it all out. Oh. So this is safe run environment. And now I can do whatever the heck I want, I guess. And so it's completely separated from the operating system. So now I could open up CCleaner and install this now. And this is my mess around environment. And I have that, and I can just close this. And I'll shut down the safe run, and I come right back to this. Now let me clear this. My guess is that CCleaner is no longer installed. Yeah, there's no CCleaner at all. So safe run is very effective, and the safe run environment is definitely very effective. Safe run for websites, I guess it just opens Internet Explorer in a safe run environment, and then I can just completely mess around. And then you can hit the clear button when you're done. Alright, so my opinion of Kaspersky Internet Security 2011 is that it's a really great suite for those who like to mess around on the internet and don't tend to be safe. It's pretty easy to understand, especially if you leave it at the defaults. And I think that they could improve the removal process so that it's a little bit easier, because I've seen easier in the past and just as effective. But what matters most to me is the fact that it can actually do what it says it's doing. And this machine seems to be clean. It comes with a sandbox, which is easy to use, and it does not make you set any settings, and it has a simple clear button. And just a sandbox alone can keep your computer safe. So, I would recommend this suite to most people who have a decently fast computer, because it is a real full-blown suite with a lot of modules to it, and it could very easily slow down a computer that does not have enough juice. And I think that this is one of the most powerful suites that you can get out there in a most easy to use package that they could make for this suite. So I appreciate Kaspersky for putting so much work into making an effective program, and I think that this is probably going to be the top on my list for this year of security suites. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll try to make another video sometime, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.